Hey everyone, Nut Free Mama here. Today I'm going to show you how to make giant Mardi Gras cookies. Okay, let's start off with our ingredients. First, you're going to need 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks, and you want that softened to room temperature. 1 cup of sugar, 1 large egg, 1½ teaspoons of some kind of extract. If you want to use vanilla, cake batter, almond, I'm using vanilla. But I also do like the cake batter extract. 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then for the fun, you're going to need some food coloring. We're going to use the purple, green, and yellow food coloring for the Mardi Gras colors. And then I've got some of this gold sanding sugar that we're going to roll these in. So that will be so much fun. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to preheat our oven to 350 and line a big cookie sheet with parchment paper, and you can just set that to the side. Alright, in my large bowl I added my butter to my sugar, and I'm just going to cream that with an electric mixer until it's nice and fluffy, so probably about 2 minutes. Alright, that looks good, so I'm going to beat in my egg and vanilla extract just to combine it. Alright, that looks nice and combined, so I'm going to set that to the side, and in my bowl of flour, I added my 1½ teaspoons of baking powder and my 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I am just going to go ahead and whisk that to combine it. Alright, now I am slowly going to add my dry ingredients into my wet and beat it with my electric mixer until it gets too hard, and then I'll just use a spatula. Alright, my dough looks pretty good. I mixed it a lot by hand at the end. So now we are going to go ahead and separate this into our 3 bowls and add our 3 colors to it. However you want to do it. If it's easier for you to add those to Ziploc bags and do it that way, I'll probably actually just use a spatula in my hands. Alright, my 3 colors are ready to go. I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out. That part is a little time consuming, but like I said, if you have a better way, but I think the dough really comes together if you use your hands, and it doesn't really stain them. See, my hands, I just washed them real quick. They're fine. So next we are going to roll out each of these dough balls into little ping pong sized balls, because we are going to turn those into ropes and braid them. Alright, I went ahead and rolled out all of my little balls so I would be sure that I had enough. So I have 12 of each color here. So you might want to do that just to make sure, you know, because when you measure out your dough to color it, it's not exact. But I'm pretty happy. These came out pretty good. So next I'm going to dump some of my sandy crystals in here, roll these into snakes, and braid them. Alright, I have 1 done so far, and that part is a lot harder than it looks. I'm going to show you step by step how I did it, but you just have to be really careful because your snakes can't be that thin or they do break, but you can just push them together. And then I kind of slid it all on here and kind of patted it down because you don't want your cookies to be too thick or they're not ever going to cook. But I think that looks so cute, but I'll show you step by step what I did. Alright, I dumped out my gold sanding sugar, and then I just rolled these in between my hands like this. You don't want them to be too thin. That's about perfect size. Then I'm just going to roll them all in my sanding sugar, get some pretty sparklies on it, and then I'll show you what I did next. Alright, next I just lined all 3 of them up, and then I just pushed this part down so they're all together, and I'm just going to kind of braid them. I'm just going to take the bottom one, cross it over, and just keep crossing them all over until I get to the end. Here's what mine looks like to this point, and as I go I am pushing them together so they do not break apart. If they break apart, just put them back together. It's not a big deal. Alright, that is what it looks like, and now I'm just going to kind of roll it together and just make it all come together into a ball, and just keep, you know, flattening it and pushing it. And like I said, if it breaks, just put it back together. It's not a big deal. Alright, my first 6 are ready to go into the oven, and you can see these cookies are huge, and I'm not sure how far they spread, so I just put 6 on here. But I'm going to go ahead and bake these 8 to 10 minutes. They might have to go in for 12, we'll see. But just a tip, instead of rolling the ropes in the sugar crystals, I just pour them on after and push them in. It's way easier to do it that way, less time consuming. And then your little ropes have less of a chance of breaking. But these cookies look so cute. I can't wait to see how they turn out. Like I said, 8 to 10 minutes, but possibly 12. All right, my first batch of cookies is out of the oven, and look, they are huge. I'm going to rename these giant Mardi Gras cookies. But anyway, I did let them cook an additional 2 minutes, so mine did bake for 12. So I am going to just let these cool on here for 2 minutes and then transfer them to a cooling rack and get my other batch into the oven. Alright, my second batch just came out of the oven, and my first batch is all cooled off, and they look so yummy, so we're going to see what Taste Tester thinks. Hey, Taste Tester!
Hi.
Have a little taste.
Okay. Dang, nothing, Mom. That's good.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Alright, everyone, come back and see us again. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't like, subscribe.
Bye!